Hello there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
We will change that introduction one day. I don't like signature catchphrases.
Let me get straight to the point here.
We are going to watch today from the channel Vince Jeremy, Marvel, Tony Stark, The Fallen, a character tribute video, I'm assuming. Top reward to your patron video request, Lance Door. Can't ignore this request for more, am I right? Yes, I am. I am Sam. Gmail spam.
A famous man once said, "We create our own demons." Who said that? What does that even mean? Doesn't matter. I said it because he said it. So now he was famous and basically getting said by two well-known guys. I'm gonna start again. Let's track this from the beginning. Truth is, I am Iron Man. God, seems like 1,000 years ago.
There's Dr. Doolittle.
I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I don't have anyone but you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one. I shouldn't be alive. Unless it was for a reason. I'm not crazy, Pepper. I just finally know what I have to do. And I know in my heart that it's right.
You're all I have to, you know.
I'm just a man who can't. And I have to protect the one thing that I can't live without. That's you. And my suits, they're
Machines.
part of me.
Your distraction.
Maybe. No, I can't help it.
It sort of seems like you can.
Not if I stop. I can put a pin in it right now and stop. Take a shit of me. Don't waste it. Don't waste your life. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about us. It's about legacy. It's about what we choose to leave behind. It's not about how much we lost. It's about how much we have left. We're the Avengers. That up there, that's the Endgame. How are you guys planning on beating them? Together. We'll lose.
Damn.
And we'll do that together too. And I believe I remember telling Tony, wide and otherwise, that what we needed was a pseudo armor around the world. Remember that? Whether it impacted our precious freedoms or not. That's what we needed. Well, that didn't work out, did it? I said we'd lose. You said we'd do that together too. And guess what, Cap? We lost. You weren't there.
Tony. We have to take a stand.
We did stand. And yet here we are. You could not live with your own failure.
We have to take a stand.
I hope they remember you.
And they will.
Yeah, my respects, Doc.
Maybe your army comes, and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you. So we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge you.
Forward in time, to view ultimate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of common conflict.
And then you will win. What? Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive.
And you've shown me
And as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be. They will resist.
Tony, you will change the world. What is and always will be my greatest creation is you.
And so, as Christmas morning began, my journey had reached its end. Start with something pure. Something exciting. Then come the mistakes. The compromises.
You won. Mrs. Stark.
God, how do you map this video out?
You won, Mrs. Stark. What he did, sir, did.
Maybe your army comes, or maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you.
To challenge them is to court death.
Wow.
Look at me. We're gonna be okay.
I will miss you.
I know I hurt you, Tony. I'm sorry.
We're gonna be okay. You can miss it.
Part of the journey is the end.
Vince. That one guy, Vince.
Just Vinny.
Well, Vince. Vince, my friend Vince. This was supremely edited.
Yeah.
Wonderfully edited. Right down to the closing moment for when he says, "I am Iron Man." Also adding that extra like rumble echoing effect every time he spoke a word there, but then cutting back and forth to the first time he donned the full Iron Man suit in Iron Man 1, and then going to the moment where he snaps to the end of his journey, I thought was beautifully told. And picking the right amount of dialogue and monologues to use to overlap all the footage was brilliant. You know, very early on they talk about leaving behind a legacy, or is at the Stark Expo, and it just made me go about, well, Robert Downey Jr. himself has left behind a legacy. It's crazy how much this journey of Iron Man kind of shadows Robert Downey Jr.'s journey as well. It's like different for Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Like these are the two characters you go to for the ones who have played the comic book characters the longest, most iconic, most like strongly associated with, that's the actor I associate with that character. I view Hugh Jackman and Wolverine as like two totally different people, whereas like RDJ and Tony Stark, you view them similarly, you know?
I mean, they made Tony Stark Robert Downey Jr. Basically, they're just like, do you, buddy? This kind of reminded me of the Captain America one we watched, although more down the dramatic side of things, because, you know, it's easy
More
to associate.
Stark?
Sure, yeah, for Tony, yeah, because I think you associate him with a certain amount of, you know, humor and a certain amount of attitude, and I like that this really highlighted across all the different films, really the rise to responsibility and taking up this mantle that maybe he didn't ask for and maybe he wasn't prepared for when he first started out, both in this series and in the story. And then, yeah, watching just the way this character has grown and straightened up into a very upstanding, truly heroic person is nicely encapsulated through here. And I like that you really kind of evenly represented all the different movies. I was honestly a little distracted half the time going, how is this on YouTube with all this Endgame footage? Because there are moments that I'm sure Marvel didn't just put out there to be on the internet, so...
Oh,
well
I wasn't
done,
distracted by that. I'm used to YouTube just doing that all the time, you know? That theme of legacy is so present in Destiny as well. Mm-hmm. You know, you use Howard Stark's quote about how you were my greatest creation from Iron Man 2. And I thought it was important to include the Endgame footage, not just because of the fact that, you know, he sacrifices himself in there, but also passing on a legacy to Pepper and Morgan by the end of that journey. So it's beautiful. I never really quite viewed Tony Stark's journey as something of destiny, but that's something that this highlighted for me. Especially because I think about how Joss Whedon included Thanos in Avengers Assemble as just a fun thing, and then they went with it. But somehow the MCU and all the, Kevin Feige and everyone involved managed to make that whole Thanos arc as well. So I thought it was cool to include a lot of the Thanos side here, sort of showing this equal opposition in a way for Tony Stark, someone who's a sort of reflection of him for some of this journey, and enhancing the whole destiny element as well.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of feels like, at least as a fictional character, what his gift was given to the world for, So yeah, I thought this was really nice, and it made my heart quiver a little bit, just thinking back across the journey.
Yeah, him and his bug eyes. His bug eyes. Tony Bug Eyes. Woo. Tony Bug Eyes Stark. Well, thanks, Lance Dorr, for requesting this. Guys, you can subscribe to Vince's channel. Vince Jeremy. 2 first names. That's cool.
Yeah, brother of Ron Jeremy.
Just subscribe today. You guys can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Hit that like button. Lance, my buddy. This guy's been working his ass off lately. He's a firefighter. I don't know how you take on extra shifts as a firefighter. Do you have friends set fires in Canada?
Start fires.
And then you just get the call. Do you get a pay grade raise or something like that? I don't know how it works. But basically, he is taking a European vacation on 4th of July. That's anti-American. If you're going to take a vacation on 4th of July, you come to America. You Canadian son of a
Texas.
bitch. He said, we are hitting in order Rome, Venice, Florence, Godiva Chocolate, London, and Paris, all in a span of 16 days. This is the biggest trip he's ever been on, but really needs to do it. Well, if there's anything I've learned about traveling, the shorter of a time you have to travel, the less stressful it is. It's usually you're just very on top of it, especially if you're a kid. It's going to be smooth sailing. You're really going to be able to slow down and absorb everything you're taking in. If anything, you should cut this trip down to like 10 days, and it'll go even better.
Yeah, and add like 3 or 4 more destinations, because Europe is not a very huge, it's a lot of land, but there's a lot of countries tightly packed into it, so I feel like you're kind of underselling the potential of all the places you could see.
It's overrated, the places you're going to.
Yeah, man. Who needs Godiva chocolate?
You should have gone to America. We got Wisconsin. We got Utah.
Montana.
We have Arizona.
Florida.
New Mexico.
Massachusetts.
North Dakota.
Maine.
All these great, very touristy spots that you should have checked out instead of
Geneva.
These anti-American mother effers. America and Canada. Yep.
America's hat.
Good luck. Bye.